Hi, I'm Steve Younis. Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin, your Superman highlights video, bringing you up to speed on everything that took place in the world of Superman from March 10th to March 16th, 2021. Our top news stories this week included Zack Snyder's Justice League is released this week. We have a description for the Season 6 premiere of Supergirl, and we have the dates for the 2021 Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois. Let's check out these news stories and more, but before we push on, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell to receive notifications whenever we post a new video. In movie news, well, it's finally here, the week that Zack Snyder's Justice League will premiere, and a new promo and character profiles for the villains of Zack Snyder's Justice League were posted online earlier this week, focusing on Darkseid, Steppenwolf, Deathstroke, the Joker, and more.
This world is divided, too separate to be one. No protectors here.
Then HBO Max released a new trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League ahead of its release on Thursday, March 18th. In the new trailer titled Promise, Batman promises to unite the heroes to take on the coming invasion.
So begins the end for Darkseid.
I've never seen a being this strong. Maybe one. He's back.
I spent a lot of time trying to divide us. I made a promise to him on his grave. I need to bring us together.
Thanks to Warner Brothers, I was given access to an advanced screener of Zack Snyder's Justice League ahead of its release, and I'm pleased to report that I really enjoyed the film. All in all, I'm glad this version of the movie exists. It really is a different film than what we saw in theaters, and you can read my full, mostly spoiler-free review at our website. Kevin Smith and Zack Snyder invited fans to join them for a worldwide red carpet premiere of Zack Snyder's Justice League. On Wednesday, March 17th at 8 p.m. Pacific Time, the pair will be joined by special guests as they premiere the event live across the official #SnyderCut Facebook, Twitter, or the HBO Max and DC Comics YouTube channels. You can also join Zack in Cena's virtual movie theatre for the official watch party screening of Zack Snyder's Justice League on March 18th. This fan-focused event pulls you and your friends into the movie like never before. Catch the Q&A with director Zack Snyder and stick around to watch the film along with Zack and his special guests. To attend, you must have an account with HBO Max and the free Cena Chrome extension. Visit snydercut.cena.com. As you all know, Zack Snyder's Justice League will be made available worldwide day and date with the US on Thursday, March 18th, with a small number of exceptions. The feature film will be available to rent, buy, stream, or watch via HBO services, local TV providers, or a range of digital platforms. UK fans will be able to watch the film from March 18th on Sky Cinema and Now TV, while Australian fans can watch it on a dedicated pop-up DC Movies channel on Foxtel and the Binge streaming service. For other locations, check Zack Snyder's Justice League.dcuniverseinfinite.com. On March 6, Warner Brothers opened the highly anticipated exhibit, The Dreamscapes of Zack Snyder's Justice League, at the AT&T Discovery District in Dallas, Texas. Superman homepage member Ginny Keller and her daughter attended the exhibit last week, where they took a whole gallery of photos for us. Ginny reports, neat exhibit, a number of very artistic stills and several poster-sized pics. Uniforms for all characters but Wonder Woman. The display is open every day from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. local time at the AT&T Discovery District in Dallas. Weta Workshop has unveiled a sneak peek at their upcoming line of statues for Zack Snyder's Justice League, and to celebrate the upcoming release of the Snyder Cut, Weta's sculptors have been busy bringing beloved characters to life. Here's a glimpse of their first hero and villains in the making. Warner Bros. Home Video has released a promo trailer for the recently remastered version of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice in 4K Ultra HD. Scheduled to be available from March 23rd, Zack Snyder has regraded the colour, restoring the movie to have a variable aspect ratio presentation that switches for the IMAX sequences. We will let you know when the Blu-ray is listed on Amazon. Warner Bros. Has released a behind-the-scenes video looking at Man of Steel and Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. The action in Man of Steel soars to new heights with a level of never-before-seen realism. Then go under the hood of Batman's newest ride and take a dynamic and illustrative look at the power, physics, and fascinating details that make the battle in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice so formidable. You can watch the complete video at our website. In TV news, the latest episode of Superman and Lois aired on the CW last Tuesday night, and our reviewer Neil Bailey gave this episode another 5 out of 5 rating, saying, "This is one hell of a show." And you can read his full review and watch his super short review video at our website. The CW released the official promo trailer for the 4th episode of Season 1 of Superman and Lois. Take a look.
When your dad gets distracted, lives are at stake.
Any dad is not the only one that can do this.
You would never hurt anyone. It was an accident.
You can't tell them not to come to me for help.
I don't like his priorities changing.
It's called being a father.
Titled Haywire, this episode was scheduled to air on the CW in the US on Tuesday, March 16th at 9 PM. Look for our review and super short video review of this episode very soon. In a new video, the cast of Superman and Lois answer the question, who is your favourite villain?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
I don't know what kind of question that is.
I mean, I gotta go with Lex.
Obviously Lex Luthor.
Oh, would it be a shame to say Lex Luthor? I mean, all about the biggest rivalries, and you kind of can't beat that one.
Lex is like everything Clark isn't.
Someone that commits evil because they find the world to be evil.
He's choosing darkness and Lex is choosing evil. So I think they're just perfect foes for one another.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool move.
While Superman and Lois is scheduled to take a break after episode 5, we believe episodes 6 and 7 are titled Smells Like Teen Spirit and Man of Steel respectively. If episode 6's title sounds familiar to you, it's the title of a 1991 song by American rock band Nirvana. And word is that episode 7, Man of Steel, will be directed by David Ramsey, best known for playing John Diggle in the CW Arrow series. These episodes will likely air on Tuesday, May 18th and Tuesday, May 25th, when the show returns from its break caused by COVID delaying its filming. During this break, Supergirl will return, and the CW has released the official description for the first episode of the 6th and final season of Supergirl. Titled Rebirth, in this episode, as Brainiac lays close to death after trying to stop Lex, Supergirl and team soar in to save him, engaging in an epic battle with Gamma. After beating Leviathan, Supergirl turns her attention to Lex, who has used the Obsidian platform to brainwash half the world to love him and follow him at all costs, no matter what horrible things he does. Knowing how dangerous this makes her brother, Lena enlists the entire team, Alex, Jean, Dreamer, Kelly and Brainiac, to help, but Supergirl realizes that the only way to truly stop Lex is to sacrifice herself. This episode is scheduled to air on the CW on Tuesday, March 30th at 9 PM. EW.com reports that newcomer Eliza Helm has been cast to play a younger version of Cat Grant in Season 6 of Supergirl. Previously played by Callista Flockhart in Season 1 of the series, Cat Grant was Kara's boss at Catco, the company started by the media mogul. Helm will appear in 2 episodes, the 6th and 7th of the final season of Supergirl, which will be titled Prom Night and Prom Again. According to EW.com, Helm's young Cat is introduced in flashbacks to the early days of her career when she was known as CJ Grant. In comic book news, Superman comic books available this week from March 16th include Justice League number 59, which is available in a variant cover, and a number of Zack Snyder's Justice League covers. Superman Red and Blue number 1 is available in 2 different variant covers. Truth and Justice number 2, which is also available in a variant cover, and Superman vs. Shazam New Edition trade paperback. Now, reviewer James Lance has already submitted his review for Justice League number 59, giving it a 5 out of 5, saying, Bendis is off to a good start in this series, and I hope he stays with it for a long time. Superman Red and Blue #1 was also reviewed by James, giving various high ratings to Stories Within, saying this book is long overdue, and you can read both reviews in full at our website. In a new interview with Newsarama, Superman and Action Comics writer Philip Kennedy Johnson talked about the differences between the two titles, whether he'll be continuing on threads from Brian Michael Bendis' run, and how he'll define his run on the Superman books. As for how he'd sum up his run, he said, "If I had to sum it up in one word, I would say world building. I think one element that put me on the super editor's radar was the massive world building we did for The Last God on the DC Black Label, and I'm trying to bring the same level of depth, scope and intricacy to the Superman titles." And you can read the full interview at gamesradar.com. Show your support for Zack Snyder's Justice League by wearing one of these new t-shirts. Get the Zack Snyder's Justice League logo t-shirt for $18.99. And how about the Zack Snyder's Justice League Black Suit Superman t-shirt, also $18.99. These and other Zack Snyder's Justice League items are available through the Superman homepage online shopping page at supermanhomepage.com/shop. Before we get into the rest of this week's news, if you're finding this video interesting or entertaining in any way, then please leave a thumbs up and a comment below, and don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. Also, if you'd like to support the Superman homepage, then you can become an official member of our YouTube channel with different levels of perks. All you have to do is click the join button below. Or you can become a sponsor through patreon.com/Superman homepage. The Metropolis Chamber of Commerce announced the dates for the 2021 Superman celebration. Usually celebrated on the second weekend in June, the 2021 Superman celebration has been pushed back to the weekend of July 30th to August 1st, taking place across only 3 days instead of the usual 4. With the 2020 Superman celebration having been cancelled due to COVID-19, Carla Ogle, a member of the Metropolis Chamber of Commerce, announced via Facebook that the decision was made after a lot of thought and consideration. Prime One Studio is now taking pre-orders for the Museum Masterline Zack Snyder's Justice League Superman statue. Superman stands on an apocalypse-themed base at an impressive 33 inches tall. Included are 2 portraits with the statue. One head shows a Superman determined to defeat the forces of evil, and the other head features Superman about to unleash his awesome heat vision from his eyes. Estimated to arrive in the third quarter of 2022 and limited to just 500 pieces, the Museum Masterline Zack Snyder's Justice League Superman statue is priced at $1,099 US and is available to pre-order now. And that's all the news there was for the week March 10th to March 16th. I'm Steve Younis. Enjoy watching Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'll see you next week.